Hey everybody, welcome in or welcome back to Universal Thoughts with Shakita, and we're about to get into this pick a card for what do I need to change and or grow about myself for the better. Time slots will be below, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could take your time to pick, which one you want, pause it, and whatever the case. Because we're about to get into it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, welcome answer number 1. You about to get into it. This card right here, basically the energy that you need to use less of. And it's the Sun card. Alright. And with that it says the Sun is strongly associated with your birthday. The day you came into being and represents the need to express your sense of self. Other issues involve variations of this, such as self-esteem, self-image, individuality, identity, and personal creativity. Ideas about paternal figures and authority might also be indicated if the Sun card appears. Right. Childhood essence. Hope y'all can see. Kind of bright. Now I want to be bright. Forest. Breath. Fairies. Earth magic. Spring equinox. Rebirth. Balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into the world, and I do so without judgment. I, I, I think I know what your issue is. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Perseverance. I know that I could do whatever I set my mind to. I have a lot of damn cards. Bikini, the enlightened feminine. My gut instincts is wise beyond reason. I trust my intuition to guide me. Saraswati, the goddess of self-knowledge. The essence of who I am flows effortlessly into everything I create. Got 2 more. The diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego's belief to feel free. And then Lala, the saint of spoken words. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. Now, when I was getting it together and reading the cards off to y'all, I feel like you're childish. I feel like you're childish and you don't really want to grow up. And that's something, like, it's one thing to have a childlike essence about yourself, but with like a sense of wonder to you. But it's another thing where you're just completely immature. I think you're immature. You're very childlike. That's for some of you, because it's something else that says you're holding on to a false identity of yourself. You're trying to hold on to the image that everybody has of you instead of who you are. You're lying. You're a liar. It's fucked up to say it like that, but you're holding on to an image that's not yours. You're letting everybody else say who you are and you're living that, and you're not even happy with what you're doing. So you're not being yourself. So you have a group that's immature, and then you have a group that's lying to themselves about who they are because they're trying to fit the image of everyone else. or they're just trying to fit in. Yeah, you gotta be yourself more because you're trying to be what everybody else thinks. You're not being you. That's funny. That reminded me. That's not necessary. But yeah, yeah, that's all I got. Some got to grow up, and some need to really sit and think about who they are and what they like for themselves, and who they are to them, not who everyone else thinks that they are. You know, because they're following everyone else and their idea of who they think they are and how they should be, instead of them being who they know they are and expressing themselves the way they should on their own terms. Like, you know what I mean? Basically being them and loving themselves for who they are. Whoever has answer one is not doing that. You're being for everyone else and not yourself. So that's all I got for y'all. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't even do that, I hope it just entertained your ass. So you could like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, share if you dare to care, because it's all love over here. We just gonna spread that shit. Feel free to look on the excuse me, look on the channel for other things. There's other content and more content to come. And I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, evening, night, whenever. Later. All right. Hey, Hesitu. We're about to get right into it now. This card right here is basically the energy that you need to use less of. So you have Cancer. That's good because I have something to read for it. Oh, for those that probably didn't listen to the beginning, this is well, you read the shit, so I don't gotta do that either. All right. Feelings are complicated things. We often confuse our actual emotions with the stories we tell ourselves about those emotions. Those stories can distract us from the actual feeling. Avoid emotional manipulation of yourself and others. And we have Soul Family, calling your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Oh, let me see that. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitive. Connect with nature. Yeah, I only had a little bit of cards. Inner trust, number 2. Come to life, 43. Break it down to 7. And then we have the brother in darkness, overcoming negative energy with feminine power. Okay. Because you have this thing when you're going through something, you distance yourself from everybody and you just isolate yourself. Yeah, you become a hermit. You have a thing about doing that. Your communication isn't good and you become a hermit. And it's like when, say, if people say something to you you don't like, you don't even address it. You just take what they say and you just hide. You don't defend yourself enough. You don't defend yourself enough. I know there's times where it's like, okay, everything don't deserve a response, everything don't deserve attention, but sometimes you gotta say shit to people because people be trying to, they be trying to play you. Some people you should have even fought. But yeah, you have to speak your voice more. You don't do that. You get in a nutshell and you just hibernate. And like you take things out on yourself. You don't bring voice to your anger to the person that caused it. You just you stay to yourself. Yeah, even if you don't want to confront the person, you should at least write about it or talk to somebody, because you keep things to yourself, you keep a bottle up, and that's going to end up, you know, you're going to end up popping soon. So you gotta express yourself more, because you don't. That's what I get from this. It's okay to communicate your emotions, because that's what you honestly don't do. I really thought it would have been that you're overly emotional, because some people are. It's not all of you. Everybody don't have this. Some people are overly emotional. Something that people do with, like, okay, because I'm getting that. Sometimes, okay, you don't always need to ask people for like, you don't need validation from people. There you go. You don't have to always go to people and be like, what do you think of this? Do you think I should do this? Should I do this? Do you think I should do this? You don't need to always do that. It's okay to just do things because you want to do it. You wouldn't be asking a question about doing it if you didn't want to do it. So therefore, how about you try it, see if you like it. Live through your eyes instead of someone else's. Okay, there we go. That's all I got for y'all. I hope this helps some type of way, or you just found it entertaining. And if you did, you should like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, share if you dare to care, because it's all love over here. We just want to spread that shit. And yeah, that's really it. There's more content on the page, so feel free to go there and check it out if you want. If not, well, that's okay too. Later. Hello, Ancestor. Excuse me. Now, this card right here is basically the energy you need to use less of, and that energy is Pisces. Now, there's something that's with it that gotta be read, and it says, Pisces energy is very aware of the unseen currents of the world, including the emotions of others. This can be overwhelming. Employ simple energetic protection techniques and avoid destruction. Yeah, avoid destruction, escapism. There you go. Yeah, and avoid destruction, escapism. I just wanted to say that right. But, oh, I didn't even get rid of that one. Alright, we have Lilith, the first woman. I am the voice of my body and soul. I choose the life that I desire to live. Joan of Arc, the warrior of light. I have a still like faith in myself. The angels armor me with conviction. Grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter things of life. Rain. Purification. Fire. Passion. Gaia. Nurturing. Releasing allegiance. 10. Breaking that down into 1. 19. Dream a beautiful dream. Going to 20. Going into 10. Breaking that down into 1 again. New beginning. Okay, and 9. What do you feel? So one of the things that I got was, you be hard on yourself a lot. You really be hard on yourself. Something else I get is that you focus on your past too much, where you feel like because of how you were back then, you can't be who you want to be now, or be who you are now. Like, you have to stay the way that you were. And that is not true. You don't have to stay the way you were. You could change every day. Free will. For real. You don't have to be that way. If that's not what you like, then go ahead and change that shit. But, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of things that really drive you, but you don't pursue them because you feel like you don't deserve that. you feel like you don't deserve what it is that you really want, and you have all this other stuff, but everything that you have is what you don't want, and what you really want you feel like you don't deserve. And you deserve whatever it is that you want, otherwise you wouldn't want it. So you need to stop being so hard on yourself. That's what you need to change about you. Stop being so hard on yourself. You need to believe in yourself more, because you don't. You don't believe in yourself more. This is really like low self-esteem. Excuse me. I'm really getting like a low self-esteem thing here. And it's sad because you daydream a lot. And I feel like everything that you dream of, you feel like isn't for you. You feel like you don't deserve it or whatever. And that is a lie. That is a lie. So, yeah, that's all I got. What is it you need to change? You need to change the fact that you're not your past. And you need to love yourself more. And you are able to be loved. You deserve love too, just as much as everyone else. So, that's all. Um, Like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, share if you dare to care, because it's our love over here. We just want to spread that shit. Feel free to look on the channel for more content if you would like to. If you would not like to, well, then that's okay too. I hope I entertained you. If I didn't teach you anything, or if you didn't learn something from me, at least you got something out of it that was funny. Later. All right. Answer 4. Hello. We're about to get into it. Now, this card right here is basic. Hold up. Because shit's upside down. Okay. What? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How the hell? Alright. So this card is the energy that you need to be using less of. And that energy is Taurus. Now it has something that's written with it, and I'm about to get into that soon as I find it. Oh, y'all so unorganized. Okay. Determination is a great quality, but if taken to an extreme, it can lead to disaster. While you are being advised here to make and commit to a plan, be flexible enough to modify it if need be. Avoid stubbornness. All right. Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. Inner temple, devotion, tune into your portal, tune into the portal of your heart. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? Excuse me. Love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Okay. Divine guardian, protection of the winning mother. Okay. Temple of Lapis Lazuli, goddess of ancient skies. Truth unveiled, the revelation of all sex. Okay, we got 3 more, y'all. Talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. Not a damn cards. Soul retrieval, deep soul healing with the goddess. Cartouche, divine names of power. I believe that's what it is. Now, some that I'm getting from this is I feel like you, this is another one about believing in themselves, but the thing is about your belief in yourself is the spiritual aspect of it. You don't believe that. I feel like people might say that you're crazy for the stuff that you be saying to them. And you're not crazy. You're just spiritually gifted, and you need to believe that. You need to stop telling yourself that you're crazy because people are telling you that you're crazy. You're not. You're just spiritually gifted. You're actually in the midst of finding your soul family right now, I feel. And yeah, you're very close to doing so. So yeah, you're not crazy. You're not schizophrenic. You're not bipolar. You're not any of that. You're just spiritually gifted and you're just awakening more. So that's what it is you need. You need to believe in what's going on with you because what's going on with you is not a lie. It's real. It's the truth. Like, this is really happening. This is really happening to you. Like, you're not crazy. You're not losing your mind. Stop listening to these people. All I want to say is that you need to change the fact that you're not crazy. That's what you need to change about yourself. You're not crazy. You need to get more into spirituality because that's all it is. You're spiritually gifted. You're connected. You've become balanced now. Well, you're closer to becoming balanced because now all you need to do is basically um, align it with the physical aspect or basically controlling it more because you're running around like crazy because no one's understanding you. So everyone is really like you're really starting to feel like you're crazy, and it's not that you're crazy. What you do need to do though is get into okay, because I'm looking at these. So you may want to look up uh this particular stone or crystal, the lapis lazuli. You should look that up because that might be something good for you for protection. Because the talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power, you need to invest in crystals and stones of that nature and get into basically protecting yourself more because that's what it is. Like you're getting psychic hits and you're hearing stuff and you don't know how to handle it, but you just gotta get psychic protection. Yeah, you need psychic protection. You need protection. So I would say get into crystals, get into affirmations and stuff like that. I will look up more stuff on YouTube. Um, I'm not even supposed to be telling you how to do this mess, but I feel like I need to do that. But I would get into different crystals, and I really feel like this is the one that you need to really get into. Um, and your chakras, you need to learn about your chakras so you can balance those out because I don't think they're balanced. Close, but not all the way. You might be one or two chakras off for this group. So yeah, that's That's basically it. You're not crazy. And once you realize that you're not crazy and you actually know how to hone your powers and your gifts, I'm sorry, because when you say powers, people think it's a joke and like whatever. And you learn how to hone your gifts and whatnot. Like, so much is going to happen for you. So many doors are going to open up for you. You just got to get more comfortable with yourself and who you are and stop listening to people that's not on your frequency because they don't know what's going on with you. They're not there. So the people around you, you have to go outside of your surroundings to get the answers that you want. So yeah, uh, that's all I have for this particular answer. Um, I hope you got something from it. I hope you found it entertaining. If anything else, like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, share if you dare to care because it's our love over here and we just want to spread that shit. And you can look on the channel for more content if you want, and more content is coming. But if you don't want to do that, that is fine as well. But thanks for coming today. Later. All right. We are at answer 5. Hey, answer 5. All right, this card right here on the top is basically the energy you need to use less of, and that energy is Virgo. Now I'm looking for this little thing Here it comes. Because there's something with it. Okay. Well, we have to see it. Okay, Virgo. Anal- Analyze is a great skill, as is paying attention to detail. However, taken to the extreme, those gifts can become traps of pettiness and obsessiveness. Avoid being overly critical. Y'all got a lot of damn cards too. Alright, cave, sanctuary. Okay. Desert, vision quest. DNA, karma. I feel like you talk about people too much. Shaman, healing, ancient healing wisdom. Green man, synergy. Great gathering is all coming together. Not even just that, you worry too much. You worry a whole lot. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Three more cards, y'all. Spirals of manifestation, 18 going down to 9. 8, be the hunter, not the hunted. Release the dark moon, let love live, 25 going down to 7. Now, you talk about people that do what you're scared to do. That's something that I get. And it's like, just because you wouldn't do something, it's not even that you're scared to do. You talk about people that do stuff that you wouldn't do. Just because you wouldn't do it, that don't mean that it's bad or it ain't right. It just means you wouldn't do it. And you don't gotta chastise people because they doing shit that you wouldn't do. It ain't for you. Like, okay, so that's one thing. Ooh, okay. It's honestly, it's mainly your words. I'm really getting that you really need to change your words and what you talk about and how you talk about things and people and yourself, because everybody for the most part in this reading have some form of low self-esteem, and that's crazy. But you are one too, and it's like you're not even realizing, like you're being unaware. You're being unaware of everything that you're doing because you're speaking stuff, and it's like, okay, you're saying stuff, but you don't even realize what you're saying half the time. It's like you just talk just to hear yourself talk, you know? So it's like when things happen, because you speak things into existence. So when you see things happen and it's like, what the fuck, why is this happening? You spoke that. So you really need to be careful about what it is that you're saying. You need to get rid of that. You don't have to be this person that's always, you don't gotta always speak. It's okay to sometimes shut up. You don't always gotta give an opinion. You don't always gotta give a response to something. You don't always gotta comment, because everything that you say just comes right back to you. So it's like you really need to chill with that. Like, you gotta reverse your mind and think better so you can speak better, because you're messing yourself up. You're wondering why this is happening to you, and it's like you're getting what you give out, pretty much. So yeah, that's all I got from that. All of this was just that. Be careful of how you speak, because you're not just speaking on others, you're speaking on yourself. So watch that. that's all I got for y'all. I hope you took something from it. Even if you didn't, I hope you found it entertaining. And if you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, share a video to care because it's our love over here. And we just want to spread that shit. You can also feel free to go look on the channel because there's more content on there and more coming as well. If you don't want to do that, well then that's fine. Just later. No, for real, later, y'all, because I'm done. I'm laying down and I'm about to smoke because I'm tired. So, later. Thanks for coming.